So we have talked about the right heart attitude, in that if we have the right kind of heart attitude, then God is capable of touching us where we are and healing our souls, and thus it will lead to a healthier soul structure than what we had before. And of course, Isaiah 15, it says, God says there that I will dwell with him also that is of a contrite and humble spirit, to revive the spirit of the humble and to revive the heart of the contrite ones. And so that expression is so great, because it speaks about how contriteness is extremely important for a healthy soul. There is no other way that our souls can be healthy than when God heals our souls. Contriteness is key, because that's where God can be near to us. He can dwell with us, and he can actually be healing our souls. Now, here is a good point, I think, because contriteness is often misunderstood. It's easy to think contriteness means that I'm miserable here or something like that. And contriteness is not that. Contriteness is not without God. Being miserable without God, that's not the thing. Contriteness without God is actually an unhealthy thing. The sort of brokenness where you are shattered by life, that's not healthy. That doesn't help anyone. God is not recommending, and this is one of the misunderstandings when people read the Bible superficially and they see that God is talking about humility and meekness and brokenness and contriteness, and then they say, so God wants us to be miserable. Well, what a great idea. I don't want to go with God then. But that's not the point. That's not the point. Being shattered by life, actually, it happens to all of us. And all of us will suffer that. And when you're a teenager, you're a young person, you think, oh, I'm going to just like cruise through and I'm going to just like be on top of the waves always. Nah, you're going to be under them a lot. That's going to happen. That's life. That's normal. But do not live there where you are shattered by life without God. It's unnecessary. It's not like it has to be that way. I have a friend who is pretty much in constant pain, and she walks with God in it. When she cannot walk because of the pain, then at least she rides in that pain with God. With God in it. She decided to love God through it. And whatever happens, that's what she does. She's with God in it. And so she's broken with God. She's not miserable without God. She's not broken without God. And 2 Corinthians 7:10 says, but the sorrow after the world works death. And that's so we could use that as a parallel thought here. That sorrow, that contriteness, when it's according to the world, then you are heading towards death. Your soul will not be thinking and facing the situation in a healthy way, because you are without God. You are not made for this. When you are sorrowing because of what the world has done to you, and the world is also the only comfort you have, it will definitely result in an unhealthy soul. There will be a hopelessness, there will be a death of feeling, at the very least, a depression, because the world is a miserable comforter. The world doesn't comfort you, really. The world just says, do better and then it will be better, or something, or don't worry about it, or for some motivational speech that doesn't touch us at all where we actually live. And so the point is that it's so important that contriteness that the Bible speaks about without God is not the contriteness that the Bible speaks about. Brokenness with God, oh yeah, that's the place. And contriteness is not, the healthy contriteness is not without God. So just want to leave you with that thought. God bless your day.